that, come on, sing with me.
Let's use our number sense to multiply 9 and 100 by 5 and 1/10. We multiply the 1 to get 109. In the next place value, there's a 5. X holds the place on the second line. We get a 5, a 0, and a 45. Write a line, a plus sign, tally up the score to get 15954.
Let's think about the reasonableness of our answer by rounding to a simpler number. Then we can easily see where the point needs to be.
Now let's get intense and multiply 92 hundredths by 3 and 2/10. Multiply the 2, get 4 and 18. In the next place value is a 3. Write an X to hold the place, and then we get a 6 and a 27. Add it up and get 4, 4, a 9 and a 2, and there's one step more.
Let's think about the reasonableness of our answer by rounding to a simpler number. Then we can easily see where the point needs to be.
Here's another way to place the point worth trying. Look at the numbers you are multiplying. Count the number of decimal places in the product. Move left that many spaces.
Let's think about the reasonableness of our answer by rounding to a simpler number. Then we can easily see where the point needs to be. Let's think about the reasonableness of our answer by rounding to a simpler number. Then we can easily see where the point needs to be.
Good day to all of you parents who are with their kids watching at home. This is Teacher Marianne. Come and join me with another fun-filled day with our new lesson for today. Are you excited? Sit back and relax.
First quarter module 5. Multiplication of decimals. Objectives. Multiply decimals and mix decimals with factors up to 2 decimal places. Write the decimal point correctly in the product 5. Write solutions to multiplication equations involving decimals up to the hundredths place.
To continue, here are some reminders. First, listen and watch very carefully. Second, understand fully what the teacher is saying. Third, be sure to get your pens and notebooks for you to take down notes during the discussion and answering some activities. During our last episode, we discussed about how to get the product of the whole numbers.
Step 1. In multiplying a decimal by another decimals, you can multiply them as if they are whole numbers. Example, 1.52 times 2.11. In decimal number, 1.52 times 2.11. In whole number, 152 times 211. Step 2. Place the decimal point in the product based on the total number of decimal places in the given factors. Count the number of decimal places from the right.
Sometimes, when we multiply decimals, we need to insert the zeros in the product to make the correct number of decimal places. There are 2 steps.
Step 1. Ignore the decimal points and multiply as if they are whole numbers. In decimal number, 0.06 times 0.09. In whole number, 6 times 9 is equal to 54. Step 2. Place the decimal point in the product by counting the total number of decimal places. Count the number of decimal places from the right. We have 4 decimal places. Since we have only 2-digit numbers, insert 2 zeros to make 4 decimal places. Multiplying by 10 and 100. 6.18 times 10 is equal to 61.8. 6.18 times 100 is equal to 618. Multiplying by 0.1 and 0.01. 6.18 times 0.1 is equal to 0.618. 6.18 times 0.01 is equal to 0.0618.
Yes, it is easy to multiply decimal numbers. Well, there is more about multiplying decimal numbers. Matry nga, find the product of the following decimals mentally. 4.78 times 100. 0.25 times 0.01. 0.31 times 0.03.
Timer starts now. So here are the answers. 4.78 times 100 is equal to 478. 0.25 times 0.01 is equal to 0.0025. 0.31 times 0.03 is equal to 0.0093.
Who got the correct answer? You are so good! You get all the correct answers.
How did you get the answers? In 4.78 times 100 is equal to 478. Just move the 2 decimal places to the right. In 0.25 times 0.01 is equal to 0.0025. Move 2 places to the left based on the number of places in the hundreds. 0.31 times 0.03 is equal to 0.0093. Multiply whole number. Ignore the decimal point. Multiply as whole number. It's like 31 times 3 is equal to 93. Then, put the decimal point 4 places from the right based on the number of places in the given factor. So 31 hundredths times 3 hundredths is equal to 93 10,000ths.
It seems that you have have already understand how to multiply decimal numbers. Because of that, I expect all the things you have learned today would be matandaan.
In multiplying decimal numbers, all remember the following. First, in multiplying decimals, ignore the decimal points and multiply as if they are whole numbers. Place the decimal point in the product from the right based on the total number of decimal places in the given factors. Second, in multiplying a decimal number by 10 and 100, just move the decimal point to the right based on the number of zeros in 10 or 100. Third, in multiplying a decimal point by 0.1 and 0.01, just move the decimal point to the left based on the number of decimal places in 0.1 and 0.01.
For our final activity, brace yourself. It's mathematics time!
1. 63.85 times 10. 2. 123.45 times 100. 3. 89.7 times 0.1. 4. 635.78 times 0.01. 5. 12.42 times 0.23. Let's check your answers. In number 1, in multiplying decimal number by 10, move the decimal point in 63.85. One place to the right based on the number of 0 in 10. Number 2. In multiplying decimal number by 100, more the decimal point in 123.45, two places to the right based on the number zeros in 100. 3. In multiplying decimal number by 0.1, more the decimal point in 89.7, one place to the left based on the number of decimal places in 0.1. 4. In multiplying decimal number by 0.01, more the decimal point in the 635.78, two places to the left based on the number of decimal places in 0.01. 5. In multiplying decimal numbers, multiply as whole number. Then, put the decimal point 4 places from the right based on the total number of places in a given factor. So, 2 and 8 thousandths, 566 10,000.
Alright, how many of you got the score of 4 or 5? Great! You outdid yourself today! For those who got 3 below, do not worry. You can now review your self-learning module, Quarter 1, Module 5. There are lots of exercises for you to answer. Good luck and God bless! We are done again with another episode. Again, this is Teacher Mary Ann saying, ugaliing manood at makinig upang maging matinig sa mathematics.